Hello, hello. I'm still setting up some things, so it's gonna be delayed a little bit. Alrighty. I'm still, I'm kind of delayed a little bit. I'm a little scatterbrained today. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Making sure everything's all hunky dory. Oh shoot, I do not have myself up. You know what? You know what? We're setting the tone for today. This is gonna be a little scuffed. Hello, I am default GUI right now. You do not see me moving at all. Alright, I want to y'all can see how I set up things. So every single time I load up my avatar, I basically have to reset it. And set the outfit I want. I also gotta make sure I have the outline so it stands out a bit more. Uh okay. Let's see. Yellow Goobious Dubious. Alright. It's starting up. Hold on a second. Alright. I'm alive! I'm alive! Alright. I'm a little delayed on things. What is this? I do not remember adding this song. What? Oh, I haven't heard this song before, right? I added this song kind of on a whim because I kind of liked some of the songs from this artist, but I didn't really listen to it before I added it. I don't know why. It's kind of a big thing I probably should that might be an oversight. But hello everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome everybody. I just love seeing everybody's little gummies at the bottom now. It's so satisfying. It's so cute. But yeah, today my plan is to work on more gummy varieties, particularly or specifically the gummy Gator. And my plan for today is it's kind of the same approach I did for the gummy sharks, in which I want to render the 3D as like the little PNG, and then go from there. So yeah, we're gonna be posing the Gator a lot today, and seeing how everything works. It's gonna be pretty much the same, like I said, the same approach. So I'm gonna be using even the same file. I want to try and use the same what is it? Words are escaping me today. The same approach I did for the gummy shark. And so I'm gonna be rendering it in like the small pixel the small pixel size, and then drawing over it and making the stuff that way. So let me get everything set up. Okay, shark base. I'm just gonna take this, copy that, shark base there. They're so silly, yay! I love them so much. It's gonna be so nice seeing it, all the rest of the gummy variety. Okay. Okay, Gator base. I want to copy this into here. Okay. So I don't need Clip Studio for now. I can just go to here. But I did... Okay. I don't know who all is in chat right now, but I do want to tell a story. Uh... I do want to tell a story about my work last night, because last night was a bit hectic, to say at the very least. So while I'm working on this, I'm gonna try and portray this story to you. So I work. So for preface, right now I work at a gas station, and this particular gas station is known to have like homeless people around. They're always pretty chill. They don't really make up a whole lot of ruckus. Why is that? Okay. But yeah, they don't make a whole lot of ruckus, but I still try and respectfully keep my distance, because still stranger danger applies, even if they are pretty chill and stuff. So I'm doing the trash outside. I always got to do the trash outside, and I'm finishing up, and this guy begins approaching me. I'm like, okay, keep your head down. Just kind of ignore him for a little bit. But this is a tall, older guy. He's got tattoos all over him, including his face, and he's wearing like a leather jacket. And I'm like, oh no, I'm already thinking to myself, like, oh no, this already seems like a bad sign. Why is he approaching me? And he comes up and approaches me and explains, like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so upfront, but I was robbed last night. What time do you get off so that you can drive me to where I need to go? And I'm just like, this is immediately a red flag. I am a very small person, and I do not want to drive a stranger somewhere in the middle of I don't know anywhere, because he's also being vague with where he wants to go. He's also being vague with where he wants to go. So I'm just like, I'm just standing there like, I need to figure out something, because this guy seems like he will not leave me alone unless I figure out something for him. And so I'm just like, okay, I'm trying to avoid any situation that will get me where I'm driving this guy alone at midnight, driving somewhere I do not know. So I'm just like, okay, I can't drive you myself, but because my mom might worry about me coming home late. And so he's just like, I have money for you. I could pay you to drive me. And I'm just like, oh, okay, I do not really want your money, but I will call you an Uber. How about that? And he's like, I'm very hesitant at that, because I only have like so much money because I was robbed, all that stuff. And so I start downloading Uber, because I've never used Uber before. I've never used Uber, so I download the app, I get everything set up, and I'm still doing chores in the middle of this. I'm still doing chores, I'm still ringing up customers, so I'm getting distracted trying to make sure this guy is not talking to customers, and also setting up this Uber for this guy, and also setting up my ID, because it needs your ID, you need to take a selfie, you need to do all that stuff for Uber. And so I'm setting all this up. I'm basically being scatterbrained at this point, because I'm trying to manage all this at once. So even though I'm still calling up this Uber, this guy's still going up to customers asking them, like, hey, where you going? Hey, where you going? Could you take me here? Could you take me here? And I'm just like, sir, I didn't talk to this guy about it, but because of how things turned out. But like, so I call up an Uber, I put in the address he gives me. We'll be back soon, still in class for now, totally fine. But yeah, I start setting up the Uber. He gives me shiny mod badge now. Yeah. Oh, sidetracking for a little bit. Pink is now my new mod. Pink is now my first ever Twitch mod. Pink is also one of the mods in the server as well, so she's not the first mod in the server, but she is the first Twitch mod, so yay! Shout out to Pink. This very sounds like a scam, not gonna lie. Okay, wait till you hear this though. So it's not. I will tell you now. It was not a scam, but it's still just like I'm being very cautious about this because stranger danger. I'm a very small person. He's a very tall man with tattoos all over him. But so I'm ringing up customers. I'm calling an Uber. I'm setting everything up for him. So we wait. We wait for an Uber. And we wait. And we wait. And we wait. And then I am refunded my money for the Uber because no Uber wanted to take my request to the next town over. Yeah, the Uber did not want to take, like, no Uber wanted to take my request. Either that or there were no Ubers at all in this city or the town. So yeah. So I tried again. Same result. No Uber wanted to take them. So I'm like, okay, what do I do now? I'm running out of options very fast. So at this point, I'm just like, I'm running out of options. I need some help. So I call up my, you know what? I'm not going to be able to work on this while I'm telling this story. So, I'll still try and work on it. But, so I call up my manager and I explained to her the situation. Like, hey, there's this guy here who, asked if I could drive him home after I get off. And she's like, there's a non-emergency number on the board. If you feel uncomfortable with him being here, call that number and they'll get you sorted. And I'm like, thinking to myself, I feel bad for this guy at this point. I just feel bad for him. I don't want to call the police on him because that is like the worst thing you could possibly do to somebody who is already having a rough go at it. And, so I try one last thing. I explain to him like, okay, I don't want you. I don't explicitly tell him this part, but I'm thinking to myself, okay, I don't want this guy touching my phone in case he runs off with it. I don't trust anybody with my phone, period. And I don't know if he can use the store phone. So I'll call the number that he gave me and explain the situation and talk to that person myself. So I do that. A lady picks up. I'm like, thank goodness, because because by this point it's probably like 10 p.m. I'm already expecting a lot of people to already be asleep, but this lady picks up, and I'm just like, thank you. Thank you for picking up. If somebody did not pick up, I would not know what to do. So I explained to her, like, your buddy's here, he's fine, but he's at my gas station. He tells me he's been robbed, and he needs help getting to where he wants to go, to where he needs to go. And she's like, I can't help you. And I'm like, no! So I try and compromise with her. I'm like, okay, if you can't help him, is there anybody else you know who might? So she's like, okay, maybe. I'll get back to you in a minute. So we hang up. And we continue to wait. So at this point, I've given up on the Uber. On the Uber. I'm still staying strong with, like, I do not want to drive this guy myself at midnight. And, we wait. And we wait. And we wait for this lady to get back to me. And the guy is still like, okay, like, there aren't as many customers as before, but the guy's still kind of going up to people like, hey, buddy. He isn't fully asking anymore of like, hey, where you headed or anything like that. He's just like, hey, trying to make conversation so that he can ask like, hey, where are you heading? And eventually, this one older guy comes in. With long hair. And the tattooed guy recognizes him and it's like, oh yeah, I haven't seen you in 20 years, and they give each other a hug and all that, do like all bro stuff, and they start chatting while I'm still ringing up customers, and I'm like, thank goodness, thank goodness, this is very much a good sign right now. And so they get to chatting, I'm still ringing up customers, and eventually, like, it's just the three of us in the store. It's just me, the long-haired guy, and the tattoo guy I've been trying to help this entire time. And the two of them have apparently came up with a kind of compromise of sorts, where the long-haired guy would drive the tattooed guy, but I still had to pay the Uber price. And I'm like, I'm totally fine with that. I was planning on, and I'm like, I'm totally fine with that. I was planning on paying for his Uber anyway because he only had like $12 cash and the rest was in change. So I end up cash apping the long hair guy, and they go on to drive him to where he needs to go. And I'm just like, this is such a relief. So I called up my manager to explain the situation to her. I called up the other person's number and explained to her, like, hey, your buddy's on his way. And I'm just like, it's such a relief. And like about an hour later, like the story does not fully end here. The story does not fully end here, even though it's a happy ending. Even though it's a happy ending, the story does not fully end here. So the long-haired guy comes back in. He doesn't have the tattooed guy with him anymore, but hey, what you doing? Why are you attacking me? Why are you attacking Gummi? What Gummi do to you? But as I was saying, like the long-haired guy eventually comes back in about an hour later or so, and I didn't recognize him at first because he took his hair down and was wearing glasses by that point. But he explained to me, like, oh yeah, he's very thankful for you for helping him out. We're both really appreciative of it. And like not many people would do that. And I told him, like, if I was in that situation, whether it was true or not, I would have at least very much wanted somebody to try and help me. Even if they weren't successful, I would have wanted somebody to at least try. And so it turns out that they hadn't seen each other in 20 years because the tattooed guy was in prison that entire time. And I'm just like, what? The dude seemed very chill, though. Like even though the whole time I was just like, stranger danger, I don't want to drive this guy myself. He was still very chill. He was still very polite. And it was very clear that he was in a state of just like, I am probably at my lowest point right now. But it was still just like shocking to me that just like learning that, oh yeah, these two guys recognized each other after 20 years, but the reason they did not see each other for 20 years was because the one guy I was helping was in prison. It's just like, bro. That was the situation with my work last night. I need to get some water now. That really dried up my throat. Yeah, I'm gonna get water. I'm not gonna have tea this time. But yeah, I just wanted to tell that story because it's just like, bro, that I've had some wild things happen at working at a gas station, but like that is probably by far one of the most situations. Last night, that's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I've had stuff happen before. I haven't had entirely crazy stuff. It's just mainly like weird stuff. Like one of the highlights the other night was a lady coming in, and she had her bearded dragon with her, and I thought that was so freaking delightful. Like she had her little bearded dragon just like clinging to her shirt, and I'm just like, oh, what's her name? What's your little guy's name? And she said something like it like his name was Baby Doo or something like that, and I'm just like, oh, good, nice. I'm attacking everyone except Blue Shark. I don't know who Blue Shark is. That one, Blue Shark is Khalees. Khalees is likely lurking right now. Uh, but yeah, let me see. Wait, which one's Okay, that's Gummy. That's Khalees. That's Apollo. That's Saimu. This is Pink. Pink with all her little pink ribbons and bows. Wait, hold on a second. Why do you have like the little Okay. I Okay, gummies are gonna disappear for a little bit. Gummies are gonna disappear for like a split second while I fix something. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So I just wanted to change that. So they'll disappear after 10 minutes if you're no longer in chat. I just wanted to change that. Okay. Look at all of us. Look at all of them. Look at all the little gummies. Hopefully soon we'll be able to see some little gators. Okay. So my plan for the gators is right now I am working on the walking cycle. What software that is that? This is Blender. I'm working in Blender right now. But my plan for the gators. Okay, I need to move this guy down. But my plan for the gators is I have a very particular walk cycle in mind for them. And that's kind of what I want to try and recreate. So the sharks do not walk like the gummies or the sharks, or let me reword that. I just realized I got words mixed up. So the gators do not walk like the sharks do. And they walk, more of like a little ground shuffle than like a little waddle. So that's what I'm gonna try and recreate. Uh... And I think that one is a little too extreme. What software is that? The Gummi Gator controller thing software? Uh, are you talking about like all these little shapes and stuff? Because this is actually an add-on for Blender that is called Rigify. Yeah, it's called Rigify, where you can set up a base skeleton and then render it so that you have all these automatic controllers and stuff. But yeah, all of this is in Blender right now. The little gummies you see down here is stream avatars. Look at Gummy. Look at Gummy. Wow. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna move this over here so it doesn't, like, block up. Ooh, you were. So it doesn't block up everything whenever I want to be thrown. You can get thrown to. You can get thrown to, Apollo. Cool, cool, yeah. Rigify is actually very, very helpful. Okay, I want to make this a bit more extreme of sorts. Yippee! Wee! Okay. Baby, take your aim, boy. Ain't nobody gonna save you. So what you gonna do? World's watching every move. Take your thought so much to prove. Fight for all the things that you believe in. Now the whole world's watching every move. Then you give a shot, don't act a fool. They got that Monty Gator walk. You mean like the Monty Gator without his legs? Okay. And now living in a chamber. Do you want like learning a bit about Blender through these streams? Do you want me to explain some of this stuff of what I'm doing with technical stuff? Because I could do that. I don't mind. I just don't want to be too much with the explaining. But I guess there isn't really too much if you join in. I still, yes, snow-legged Monty. I still have that clip. Oh yeah, I still have that clip too. I have it somewhere. That one where everyone spam milkman. Simultaneous 3 milkmen. Okay. So what I'm currently, I guess I could explain a bit of what I'm doing right now. So there's a lot going on suddenly. But what I'm currently doing is I'm just posing the I'm posing the Gator right now, and the way I do it is I'm currently in pose mode. So, oh wait, I forgot to show. Yeah, I forgot to do this. So now you can see what I'm pressing down here. So anytime I'm moving something like this, I'm typically rotating it because if I move it, then it's gonna kind of break the proper skeleton of what it's how it's supposed to move and stuff. The only thing I really move is the limbs, but that's mainly because I prefer how the gummies move, being able to like stretch and move their limbs and anatomy and stuff because they don't have a skeleton. Unlike me, they do not have any form of skeleton, even if it's not made of gummy, because they are made of gummy. My bones are made of gummy. They are entirely gummy. My insides are goo. So it's a weird thing. But yeah, I typically move the shoulders because that's where they mostly stretch. And what I'm setting up right now, shoot, I forgot to okay. Copy pose. Okay. So I just copied the pose so I can undo everything because I forgot a crucial step. Crap. Okay. Don't save. I forgot a crucial step, and that crucial step was, making a default, but not really making a default pose. Saving the pose from the Gator. Okay. Well, I forgot to save the sitting pose, so now we just have the, okay. Flipped on X. Oh! Oh, that is drastic. Oh, that is drastic. I'm gonna have to figure something out for that. Okay. Gummy Goose Skin 1. I could make a Gummy Goose Skin. Okay, fun fact, though. Fun fact. Let's go to this screen just so I can show you. But, you see the little gator on my desk? The one that I'm kind of looking at right now? Yeah, you know, you know. You know. You know. But yeah, I could do that as just like a fun little Easter egg skin. The save error is the worst. It's not a save error, it's just the fact that I forgot to save the pose. Wait, can I? Okay. I forgot to save the default pose, so now I basically gotta repose the sitting up. The sitting up one. Okay, so rotate that on the X, and now I gotta make this symmetrical. Okay. So this is where this is where I prefer to move things. Because gummies are kind of meant to be fluid, so I'm fine with moving the actual bones in the limbs, but I still try and keep the... what is it? I still try and keep the body from moving too much aside from just, like, using the bones or controllers themselves. Imagine forgetting the second R in card. Well, I did forget that. I don't know how or why I didn't have the second R, because a lot of times, so just for context, in my server I mentioned that I figured out why my card on Blue Sky, or like the link to my card on Blue Sky was coming up with like a weird this is a deceptive site error kind of thing. And it's because I forgot to put the second R in the card part of the link. And I figured that out today. Forgetting to save is the worst, as bad as putting everything in one layer when you didn't mean to. Yep. Yep. Okay. So what I'm currently doing is I'm reposing the default little sitting pose, because again I forgot to save it as a little pose. It isn't that important. Well, I guess it's still important, but it is important specifically because when I want to do certain poses, I do have to kind of blend them. Let's see, I want to make sure that this guy looks like he's actually being held up. Okay. Okay. No, I think I did like the one where he's perked up a bit more. Whoop. Alright. Now I shall save the pose asset. Okay. So I'm gonna save this. Where is it? Gator base. Here we go. Okay. So now that I have that saved, okay, now that I have that saved, we can go back to working on the movement. So I have to make sure... So, okay, there's a fun little thing with, oh wait, I gotta turn this thing back on. There's a fun little thing with, posing in Blender. If you have your skeletons set up properly, which, if you use Rigify, it'll automatically kind of set up the symmetry thing on your skeleton. But if you have a symmetrical skeleton, what you can do if you want to flip the pose is select Control C. I have an add-on, so this whole thing comes up. But typically when you hit Control C, it'll just copy the pose. And then if you press Control Shift V, it will flip the what is it? Yeah, it'll flip the pose. So you can see, like, if I... if I hit Control V regularly, it's gonna do it the default way, and then in Control V, you can see down here I'm switching between Control V and Control Shift V. But yeah, you can make them do a little dance. Do a little dance. Okay. I kind of want to see how this looks with the very movie uh little very movie walk. Walk 1. Okay. They look very eatable. That is the point. But I highly, highly would not recommend eating them. Okay. I need to go to my files real quick. So, I need to find where I put Gummy Sprites, Shark Base. And how many... Okay, we have 6 frames of the Gummy Shark for the one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one would be 4. The mirrored one would be 4. Okay. So render that. Save as 4. I'm gonna see something real quick. Okay, so the light spots do show up. Oh yeah, I briefly explained this in my server, but I had a problem where I had to move the camera so that it was facing right, so that it was a lot easier for me to render and then just automatically draw into the into Clip Studio. So let me start from the beginning on that. With how stream avatars work, you have to have the character facing to the right. But because of how I had the camera set up, the characters were facing to the left. And with how many images I had to export and import and move around, it was a bit tedious for me to have to flip each and every single one, especially if I had to re-render one of the things. So you can see the camera is still over here. The camera is still facing it, so if you look at it from here, you can see that the character would be facing left. But I figured out what you can do is some fancy little scaling magic, and just make the scale negative on a certain axis, and then it'll flip on that axis. So the reason I had to do this, instead of just like moving the camera so that it was facing the left way, is because you can see the light spots here. But if I... Ooh, okay, camera's all funky. So like you can see the light spots here, but on this side they don't show up as often. Like, they definitely do not show up here. They don't show up on the head. So I flipped the camera so that I could still keep the light spots, but have them facing the correct way so that it's easy for me to just, like, import instead of having to, like, do a whole lot of flipping each and every single time I had to import a new frame or re-render a frame. But yeah. Okay. So, I need... Okay. Transform. Okay, so thought process right now. I already have 2 of the frames. I need to make in-betweens of them. So what I need to do... Nope, I'm not in pose mode. That's why it's not coming up. Clear transform all. Oop. Clear transform all. Uh... Okay, so there is an in-between. These are the three different frames for, like, the sitting and standing one. Oh, so, as, like, a little fun fact, there are two different, sprites, or two different frames, for, like, the standing versus sitting one. So, although they look the exact same, like, if you look at the body itself, but, like, for, like, the standing versus sitting, the fin does move. So, like, for the sitting one, it's more of, like, it's being plopped down. It's a lot more relaxed. Whereas the one that, when it's standing, actually moves to where the fin would be when it's standing. So, just a little fun fact. It adds a little extra, uh, just a little extra detail. Okay, so this is the middle one. I guess this could be the middle one. Okay. So now I need to basically blend these together. So fun thing with when you do a pose asset, good tip, I'll remember that one. I often don't do facing right and did it manually. Yeah. But again, because it is a kind of a double-edged sword, because these guys are symmetrical. If you have an asymmetrical character, or even a character that has, like, their hair that's supposed to be on one specific side, obviously it'll flip it to the other side. It will look like it's through a mirror instead of, like, being the proper perspective it's supposed to be. But yeah, another thing is, if you do have the camera in the wrong spot, like, it's in the right angle, they're facing it, a specific way, what you can do is, let me go to here. What you can do is just, like, go click on the camera, go to item, and then, like, say if I wanted to mirror it, I do negative in the X, and then in the rotation also do negative. Wait, no. It'd be along the Z, so it'd be negative. So now it's in the exact same position, and, yay. Awesome, I'm back. Welcome back, Pink. Welcome back. Why are y'all just, like... Wait, I just realized, why are your gummies just, like, all compiled to that one side? Pink's being the trailblazer and coming towards me. What you doing, Pink? What you doing, little Pink? Aren't you pretty with all your little bows? Also, Pink, I manually added your little tail bow myself. I hope you don't mind. Hell yeah. Now everybody's coming over here. What are you guys doing? I love it. Heck yeah. Okay. I need to get back to this. But yeah, that's my little rant. Done. Okay, so I think I want to blend these about... Would it be 33%? Yeah, because I'd have to do 2 in-between frames. Okay. I guess it could be... No. I want them to have... Blend pose, we'll do about 50%. So the current pose... This is when okay, so this pose and this pose are when all of them are... I'm thinking. I gotta process, because I had the specific thing in mind. So these two poses right here, you can see my mouse. These two poses right here are specifically when all contact is on the ground. So when you walk, obviously you have to pick up one leg and put it down. And then when both legs are on the floor, that's basically when you're at your That's basically the largest length in between your where your legs are. But obviously, when you pick it up, it does stay in the air for a little bit. So this is when the alternation goes in. No, wait, no, this is when the alternation is. Okay, okay, I'm thinking. So this is the point where all of them are on the floor. So then I need to make an in-between here. Nope, I don't want that to be symmetrical anymore. Nope, wrong axis. I don't know why chat's being weird with me. I'm decked out in the best color. Very fitting color for you. I have my little gummy set dressed up like my old avatar, my old little throwback alien. Okay. I want to make this a bit more extreme so that it is portrayed in the... So that it's portrayed in the pixel version. Okay. Rotating a lot. Just to make sure everything's even. I think I want this one to be up a bit more. Honestly, I really should just, like, start explaining a bit more of what I'm doing in Blender, because it is nice talking about my process and stuff. Okay. So let me save... Create a pose asset. So for fun, we are going to see how this looks. Oh, no, no, I'm gonna skip this song. Why is this song in here? Oh, it's because I'm not in the right playlist. Oh. Okay, that explains it. That explains it. I would like to preface, any song that comes on in this playlist, I did intentionally download, so I do listen to these songs. It's just some songs I feel are not appropriate for stream. It was, let me go back, I can see. Scuff stream alert. I've already set the tone earlier. It was by, where is it? It was... I know what song it was. I just need to find what it was called. It was Poltergeist featuring Omen by Corpse. Chat needs their daily dose of scuff, so it's fine. I already started a scream scuff. This is already gonna be a scuff. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. Okay. So, we have this pose. I'm gonna save it. Uh... So... Dang it, dog. So I need to figure out which one this would be. Okay, so this one would be before this one. So this one... This will be 3. Supposedly. Supposedly it'll be 3. And then we'll make this one... So this one would be 6. And then we blend it with this. It's about 50. Okay. Save as, compare it to this. So it would be, oh wait, no, this one would be 3. This one would be, okay. Well, the good thing about this is I can just rename this. Because this one's supposed to be 2, and then this one can be 3. Whoop. Control C, and then Control V. Save as... I gotta make sure I know which one it's supposed to be. So it'll be after this one. So this one would be 2. But we already have 2 somewhere. Or would this... Wait, no. This one would be 5, I think. Maybe? Do we have 5? No, we do not have 5. Okay, so I think we have all the frames we need. We're gonna bring up... Howdy hi, def not appropriate. Inappropriate stream without your... Okay. What was it doing? What was it doing? Right. I needed to bring up the art file. Where is it? I have everything sorted to some degree. Keywords some degree. Oh, good times, come on. Okay. So now I have this up. I need to get rid of these. Okay. These. Okay. So now, all I need to do is make sure everything is where it should be. Okay. This is where we import everything. I'm a slave, ain't gonna make it out alive today. I said, hey, you, poison the well, watch it all burn, take him straight to hell. He's got the whole world in his hands. It was nice to know you. We've all been damned, come on. We've all been damned, come on. Alright, so this is the idol. How does this line up? Okay, it lines up perfectly. So now I can just put this over here. And that is in the proper orientation. So what I'm doing is basically just importing the images to where they should be. And then once everything is in place, I will then... Oh, okay, I'm gonna hide the palette because the palette's gonna be distracting for me. But once I have everything in place, I will then import it into stream avatars, and y'all will be able to test the gummy shark yourself. Is this poor man's poison? Yes, it is. You can see the artist at the bottom in the green part instead of the yellow. The yellow is the title, the green is the artist. Okay. I want to make a folder to put these guys in. Shark. And... okay. Shork. We import these into here. Wait. I could just do this. Okay, I think you would go here. Wait, I should probably make sure that I'm putting these in the order that it kind of says it is. The fun thing about using these directly is I can just align them with the grid I made. And that is very swag. I hate using that word. I don't know why I use that word. But you get the idea. Wait, did somebody just like fly off? I just saw it in the replay. What? Why did Cleast fly off? Mass dance. Oh, I forgot you can do that. I forgot you can do that because you're a mod now. Oh, you attacked Cleast. Okay. I see how it is. Okay, so we had the Shork. That is incorrect, so we gotta swap these. And then... Alright. I think that should be good. And then I'll do the rest of them later. Right now we're just kind of focusing on the... we're focusing on the walk cycle right now, but I do kind of want to just, make a fun little idle one real quick. I can show you guys. I didn't make another pose for the second idle frame, but I do kind of want to do this with y'all. Okay. I want to rasterize this. We'll do it from here. Okay, and then mask that. Nope. Inverse and then mask. Ooh. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just moving this and then masking this so that you can't see it. I'll take this color and do that. So now I should have a little idle animation. So y'all ready to test this? Y'all ready? Let me export it and stuff. I died first. I feel like I've given you too much power, but also I feel like this is an excellent opportunity for you. It is a very excellent opportunity. Alright. File, export, we do that. Now where is avatars? Gummi Gator. Alright. Your little avatars are gonna disappear for a moment. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry, you're gonna come back. You're gonna come back and you can choose a gator if you want. You can choose a gator if you want, but y'all are gonna disappear for a second. Just really, really quick. Okay. Save and reload. Gummi Gator. It's the same... Wait, okay. I'm setting this up. It's 80 by 64. 80 by 64. Apply. Yep. And now I need to set it up so that everything is the same. Okay. So, y'all ready? Y'all ready? I'm gonna go ahead and change mine. Oh. It works! It works though. Look at that goofy little walk. Look at that goofy little walk. Oh, that's fast. I love it. Okay, that is a cute little... Okay, I'm gonna... that walk animation is perfect though. That is a perfect little walk animation. I love it. I do gotta fix your There's things to fix. There is things to fix. I forgot about the collision box. Alright, we're fixing the collision box. Fixing the collision box. And I'm also gonna fix that frame animation. Alright, save and exit. Okay, what is the gummy sharks? Okay, so 2 and then 6. 2 and 6. Save and reload. What happened to the sharks? The sharks are still there. The gators are just kind of scuffed. Okay, the gators are still scuffed. Y'all are the gators are too low. The flat walk is great. I love the little flat walk. They're just kind of scuttling about. Look at it go. That is adorable. Okay, yeah, the frame does work. I do gotta fix the collision box again, though. Collision box. Move that down to there. Maybe that'll fix it. Save and reload. Alright, let's see how this works. There we go. Generally, you're on the same... How are we feeling about the walk animation, though? I do like the little walk animation. It is very fitting. I feel like it's a little sharp, Okay, I think the one before the front one needs to be eased a little bit more. I love the little scuttle. I think it's perfect. Yeah. We got the little gummy sharks with the waddle and the little gummy gators with the with the little scuttle. Also, I just realized something. I thought they had their mouths open. No, gummies don't have any mouths. That is that is just how gummies are. Gummies do not have mouths. Look at you guys go though. Okay, I'm gonna fix the collision box one more time. Okay. Save and reload. Okay, I think that should fix it. Yeah, that looks a lot more even. It is so cute. Although the gummy gators are very Although the gators are still very basic right now, they're still in their 3D rendered. I do love seeing them walk about already. It's so cute. It's gonna be so nice seeing the gators all decked out. Oh right. I was too late. Oh no. But yeah, I realized the thing. I should make a second pose for the gators, just specifically so I can we can make them do the little lizard push-ups. You know what I'm talking about? The little lizard push-ups. It's like my most favorite thing about lizards. They do the little lizard push-ups. Oh, I literally just took a sip of water. Alright, I'm gonna get my tea real quick. Question, chat. Should I go for my root beer or my tea? Because I have tea every stream, but I also have a big thing of root beer right now. And I do not drink soda that often. I think my brain needs the sugar. My brain needs the sugar. Now I'm a team Flare Gummy, heck yeah. Oh, you even got the red bow too. Tea? Beer? I'm getting mixed things. You know what? We'll make a poll real quick. So anybody who's too hesitant to say in chat can do it as well. Alright, poll. Alright. Root, beer, or tea? Root, beer, tea. Alright, I'm only gonna make it 3 minutes. I said it first. This is a collective vote. It is not who says it first. Root beer or tea? We got 1 vote for root beer. We got 1 vote for tea. Is anybody gonna break the tiebreaker? Anybody gonna be the tiebreaker? Because I also have more root beer than tea. No, I have an even amount, actually. My thermos is pretty big. Is anybody gonna be the tiebreaker? Root beer or tea? Root beer or tea? You'll have to mix it. Okay, I do. Okay. I'd like some tea, not the one you're talking about. Same. Cobbie? I've already had cobbie today. So no cobbie. This is what I'll likely be drinking the rest of stream. Alright, so we have a tiebreaker vote for tea. Anybody else want to vote? Maybe make it tied again. Want a third cobbie? Because I can only have 1 cobbie per day. And I've already had my 1 cobbie. You don't actually have to. Okay, you know what? I know I said that, but it's because, okay, I will make a compromise. It was tied for like a little bit, unless, things are changed. I will clean out my 1 cup and combine them, because I am gonna have to open the tea anyway. The root beer is already opened. So I'm gonna combine them and take like 1 sip of the combined tea and root beer. That is what I will do. It's probably gonna taste disgusting, but you know what? We don't know until we try. I've already tried, like, root beer combined with, what was it? Fruit punch before? It was a very odd drink. Like, it wasn't terrible, but it was, like, interesting. Alright, vote is gonna end here in a few seconds, so... Okay, I've decided while we are working on the Gummi Gator, I will keep the beta one as... We'll call this one the beta version. I'll keep the beta version available while we're working on it, so I can see if there's anything else I want to change about it. So if anybody wants to take this opportunity to do the flat 3D rendered version of the... Oh, we got... Okay, yeah, T has 1. Okay, let me get the tea. Alright, tea time. And I will combine them into, like, 3 sips. So let me go clean my cup, because this cup has been sitting here with, oh, that is Sunny D. I'm gonna need to go clean this cup real quick, so I'll be right back. Chester, you can't go in my room. I'm still cleaning the cup. The thing has been in there for a bit longer than I thought. Alright, I returned. Cup has been cleaned. I will now initiate the combination after I take care of this real quick. What is this song? Oh, right, that song. Alright, so, opening the tea. Alright, tea. We'll add a little bit in here. Just a little bit. I don't want to drink too much of it if it turns out to be disgusting. And opening the root beer. And we'll just pour a little bit in here. I put too much of both of them in there. Now I have about 5 sips. Alright. We ready for the root beer tea? We ready for the root beer tea? Alright. Don't know why I'm hesitant about this. Here we go. It's hard to describe. It's got, like, the tanginess of the lemonade part, because, like, the tea I have is called Caddyshack, so it's lemonade and tea. So I'm kind of having 3 drinks at once. I'm having lemonade, tea, and root beer. There's a problem with the drive. Oh, dear. But it's weird. I can taste, like, the tea part, and then I can also taste the sweetness of the root beer. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it. I want to say I'm neutral towards it. Yeah, no, I'm going with the tea. Okay. That is my experiment for the day. Root beer and tea. I will now hydrate properly instead of doing the experimental drink. Okay, so the root beer, now that I'm drinking the tea itself, the root beer seems to have made it, like, more, we found errors on this drive? Uh-oh. But, okay, that's weird. My computer popped up with, like, there's an error detected on your game drive, and I'm like, oh no! But anyway, we're carrying on. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. That root beer. Although it should be flat by now, it's still just like, it's coming back. Okay, so we are working on the rest of the poses. So I want to make them sit, and I want to do a little flop. So I'll do this one. And just kind of make them turn into just kind of curling up. Maybe not that much right there. And then maybe move this. Nope, not rotate it, move it. Oh, ad break right now. Oh dear. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is make it look like it's kind of curling into itself. Or do I want this leg? I think I want this leg to go backwards, actually. There's like kind of a weird little situation here. Okay. Make the head move a bit more. Rotate that. Maybe move it so that the shoulder doesn't look like it's kind of imploding on itself. Move that as well. Okay. So if I do it from this angle, how would that look? You can't even see the head. Okay. Okay. I do kind of want to save this one. But I do... Okay. I'm a think-thunkin'. Where's the default though? This one. Blend pose. No, I think I kind of want to keep this as is and then blend the pose for the head. Why is it doing that? There we go. Okay, and then we'll blend this one separately. I want to make him look like he's turning into him to himself, but also still able to see the head, so you can tell it's a Gummi Gator. Okay. This shall be the sit. Sit 3. Are there two? Are there 2 or are there 3? Okay, so there's the one where it's going down. And then the kind of plop. So this one would be 3. Sit 3. And then we'll blend it with this. Oh, wait, no, I want to save it. Create pose asset. So that's the actual sitting one. I'm gonna delete this one so I don't get confused. And then we'll blend it with this. 50%. And then make sure that... Okay, wait. Do I need to start with this one and then blend it with this? 50, or will it give me that same result? I think it'll give me the same result, actually. Yeah, it will. Okay. So what we need to do is just manually move this so that the hand is still on the floor like it should be. I guess it'd be more of a fin still, but still. Just kind of ironing out the details right now. Okay, then move this up so it is not clipping through the ground. Clipping it through the ground, like I've intentionally kept this so that I can make sure everything is still flat where it should be. What I did was I just hid the plane from view so that you can't see it when it's rendered. Is anyone gonna tell? Oh. Thank you, Apollo. Thank you, Apollo. I didn't realize, thank you. Alright, I'm gonna move the shoulder up. Took me a bit to realize, I was just like chilling here. Okay. Alright. I think this needs to be rotated. Yep. Perfect. And what part of that is clipping through? That is the belly. And the leg. Okay. Just need to rotate that up. And I will save that as a new asset as well. And then that will be sit 1. Sit 2 will look like it's kind of plopping a little bit. Okay. And for this, I want to make sure that it's in the proper spot. So, I just need to move the shoulder up. Wait. No, I do still need to do that. Okay. We'll make it through. We'll make it through. Never again, never again. Time will not take the light from me. Never again, never again. Okay. Alright, so what I'm trying to do, I really should explain. What I'm currently doing is I'm moving the fin, or the little, I guess it would be a fin for the gators as well. But I'm moving their little limb so that they look like they're moving their hand to get up. And because that's primarily what this pose will be. Okay, it's work time. Okie dokie. All good. And I'll do it with this one in case it's showing it all. Actually, I think it's already done that. Okay, that's good. And create pose asset. So we have the flop one and the rise one. I will end where I began, and I will find the enemy within. 'Cause I can feel it crawl beneath my skin. Dear agony, just let go of me. Suffer slowly. Right. I needed one more pose. Which one was that? Right, I needed it so that no, that's the walk one. Where's the plop? This is the plop. Lights go out. Oop, that's not what I want. 'Cause I can feel it crawl beneath my skin. Dear agony, just let go of me. Suffer slowly. Is this the way it's gotta be? Don't bury me, faceless enemy. Ah! Oh dear. Okay, this shoulder does need to go up, apparently. Nope, I don't want to rotate. I want to move. Okay. 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 Okay, so this bit could likely go down now. It's fine if there's a little bit of clipping. And I think I want to blend this just to add a little bit more. And this will be stand one. Alright, alright, alright. And just for... Okay, create pose asset. Just for fun, I kind of want to pose the, this. Make it symmetrical. Why is it not doing the symmetry? Because I don't have the symmetry on. This is mainly so we can make it look like he's doing little push-ups. Alright. I'm gonna create that pose asset. I don't know how it's gonna look in the idle 2. Just for fun. It's probably gonna be too drastic of a difference, but we'll see how it works. This is what the testing phase is for. Okay, those are not in the same spot, but we'll work with it. We'll work with it. Alright, now I think the last one I need to import is... Where is it? Gummy Sprites, Gator Base. Okay, so we have the walk animation. We have the walk animation down. Now... Okay, idle, sit. Ooh. Alright, because that's hidden. So we have the sit. Yeah, I'll just get rid of those. Where's the sit? Sit 1. Do I not have a... Right, because the sit was gonna be the middle sit was gonna be the easing into it. Or the, what would you call it? What would you call it? I'm unsure. Okay. I guess it'd be the squish frame. I'm gonna duplicate the squish frame, move it over, and I'll do some editing real quick. Rasterize, duplicate, and do a bit of this little magic. Okay. And we'll make these little bits. We'll make these little ridges look like they're moving. It's the time to decide that she's gonna kill you. You can keep running, keep your eyes wide open, but you never see it coming, no use. She's got a gun in her bag and she's gone for you. Okay, and then I want to go to this one. Where is it? That's the one. Promises we just can't keep and we float so right. Screw loose, trying to lure me right into an affidavit. Alright, so that's that one down. And we do stand now. Stand, where's stand? Stand. There's stand. And we put this into that folder. I'm blue now. Wait, where are you, Apollo? Are you still are you a little gator, Apollo? Yeah, you're a little gator. You're a little gator. I can't make you blue just yet. It's still, some of the little animations are still the shark, because I did not render them yet. So you're gonna be changing species a bit. Okay, I need to show this so then I can... Why is it not... Alright, because I don't have it to there. Okay, so the standing one goes here. Then we have the middle one here. this one over here. Okay, so now I hide that. And we have one more bit of frames left. Alright, so I'm gonna export this. Gonna go to here. Save that. To the backup. And now we save it. Not there, not there. Where are the... There it is. Gummi Gator. Do that. Alright. We go to Stream Avatars. Not that, not Blender. Stream Avatars. Let me go to disconnect. Load and save and reload. Pause. Pause. Society made me blue. Look at those little guys walking around. Look at you guys walking around. So now if you do sit down, it should do the little animation. Let me go to mine so I can test it myself as well. Actions. Sit. Stand. Oh, it's because it's still at the super fast frame. Right, okay. I need to fix that. Fixing. Gummy Shark. Those are at 5. 5. 5. 5. Alright. Connecting again. This is what the testing is for. Which one am I? I'm this one. Nope, that's pink. There, right, it's still gonna be the weird flop. Alright. Sitting. Sit. Stand. Sit. Stand. Yeah, that's looking good. That's looking good. Sit. Sit. You gonna sit? Gummy? Little Gummi Gator? You gonna sit? Why aren't you sitting? There we go. Alright. Alright. And then sit. Yeah. Cute. 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 Alright, now for the flop. Now for the flop. Okay, so for the flop, I do not have a proper flop one for these guys. So we're gonna have to do some actual new posing. I mean, we've already been doing new posing, but still. Okay, I'm gonna have to make sure that these are working right. Oop. I forgot, I gotta keep doing it on the X, not just changing them. Okay. That would be on the Y. We are making the flop pose for the Gator. Okay, along the Y. Along the Y. Also, yes, each and every single one of these gummies will have their own little flop animation. Okay. Just gonna make sure that they are aligned right. Alright. I think that should be a good base one for the Gator. Okay, I do kind of want this head to be a bit more rotated. Okay. Rotating it so that they are still in frame. Gator jump 1. Levitating Gator. Levitating Gator. Okay, don't want that one anymore. Clear that asset. We go back to the default pose. And we make them now go upwards. Rotate that. And I'm also gonna have to rotate something else. There's a little tiny... Here it is. Nope, that's not it. Is this it? Which one is it? Is it this one? I don't think it should be this one. Or is it this one? Nope, that doesn't do anything. That's kind of that one. Okay, so what if I do this? And then rotate the head. I think the head is a bit too much, or this is not enough. I think the answer was that was not enough. Your name, your face is all you have left now. Betrayed, disgraced, you've been erased. So blind, so blind. Oh wait, so long, I need to waste you. So long, I have erased you. I have escaped the bitter taste of you. Alright. We are just making him look like he's flopping about. Okay. Making these leggies bend quite a bit, because that is what they are supposed to do. They are made of gummy after all. They are amorphous creatures just like I am. For some reason my phone went on SOS only for like 3 seconds. What? That's weird. That's odd. That is kinda concerning. Alright, I think that's a good pose. I also feel like I need to make this go down a bit, so it looks more like a curve instead of sharp little points. Okay, I think this is part of the problem. I don't... Wait, how extreme is the, Crap, I don't have the... Is it this one? No. Where is it? Current file... Oh, wait, no, it'd be, Blender Asset Library, that's right. Because I did save the flop. Okay. I feel like this is a little too extreme compared to the, So long I have erased you, I have escaped the bitter taste of you. The bitter taste. Ugh. Blend pose. We're just gonna make it a little less extreme. You know what? Shoulders are fine. I just want to make these a little more relaxed. Oop, wrong one. And then this one. And we'll blend it so it's not as extreme. No, this one should be 2. Goop flop. Goop flop. Gummy flop. Gummy flop. Alright, let's import this into the sprite sheet. I did not mean to close out the program entirely, but that should be fine. Too much. She said that she's had enough. Standing on my own, remembering the one I left at home. About the wife I used to know. Get about the one I left at home. Oh, wait. Too much. Alright. This should do it. Export. Let me go over here. Standing on my own, remembering the one I left at home. The life I used to know. Alright, where's it? Avatars, Gummi Gator, go to here, go to there, press that, shabing shabam, disconnect, save and reload, connect, and... Alright, which one's me? I think this one's me. Look at this little guy. Look at this little guy. Wah. Wah. He's just so violent. You'll do your little flop. Wait. Come on. You know what? Hold on a second. Is this it? Is that how to do it? Is that how to do it? Okay, I don't know... Okay, I need to check what the, login details, bot commands, actions, boss battle, bomb, command bomb, explode, throwing, Okay. Now I will try... Let's just try this. Oh. I just... Look at him flop around. Wee! 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 Where'd Pink and I go? Do we? Okay, Pink just respawned, so I guess I'm gonna be respawning soon. Yep, there we go. All right, let's try the sit. Just making sure everything looks good. Sit, stand, sit, stand. Let's see which one. Jump. Do a little yump. I just like with how the animation works. When they land, they look like they're just being held up by their little snouts and their tails and nothing else. I love it. It's also true for the sharks. Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. I do actually love how with how it's set up, you can see like the little details of movement, like you can actually see the little ridges moving. I'm probably gonna destroy that when I go to draw over them for ease of customization, but we'll see. Okay, I'm going back to Gummy. I'm going back to Gummy now. I gotta add all my little things again. Where's the hat? There's the hat. There we go. Now we're back to Gummy. Now we're back to Dapper Gummy. Yeah. Ow. Ow. Okay. Back to working on the sprites. So, this is the tedious process. I want to make sure I have everything in the correct color. And by the correct color, I mean doing the gooey gradients. So that the default will be gooey colors. So we go to here, I change that to that. We go to here, I change that to this. And so on and so forth. And this is mainly so I can just click into the sheet itself. Will not die, I'll wait here for you. I feel alive when you're beside me. I will not die, I'll wait here for you in my time of dying. Okay, you know what? Better late, losing everything. Okay, you know what? I am just gonna plop this into the recolored. Oh, just not enough. Wake me up. I'm living a nightmare. Okay, so what I am gonna do, I'm gonna go through all of these and just put them all on the same layer instead of separating them into different things. Where's the wand? There's the wand. Do all of these. And now I need to figure out blue gradients. So this is the color I wanted. Fill that in. We'll go back to gooey gradient. Or was it blue gradient? Okay. Should be fine either way, I think. I'll wait here for you. I feel alive when you're beside me. What was I doing? Okay. My mind is starting to blank. I need to buffer. This is the part where my brain starts malfunctioning. Because I cannot focus on drawing and talking at the same time. So, we've already been... How long have I been streaming for already, actually? Already been streaming in about 2 hours. I think... I would like to stream this process. However, my brain cannot handle drawing and talking at the same time. Because both of them take an equal amount of concentration, and that is quite a lot of concentration for me. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end stream here and work on this off stream. But yeah, that's fair. Yeah. But we did get the gummy shark base done. Like it is functional. We got all like the little animation and details and stuff. The only thing, like, it is basically a complete little model. The only thing is you can't change the colors, and I need to add the accessory still. So what I'm gonna do is, I know this was a generally short stream from what I've been doing, but I am gonna end stream here so I can work on this off camera, so I don't basically short circuit my brain like last time. But yeah, who should we raid out to? He's just a tiny silly guy. Yeah, just like look at him go. I am very proud of the just like little scuttle they do. It's so cute. It's so cute. Wait, no, that I didn't mean to do that. Also the check the media tab in Discord. Let me see. Oh yeah, the little line. It's so cute. It's so cutesy and everybody. It's so cute. But yeah, we got the basis done at least. I'm actually pretty happy that we were able to get the base done at the very least. But yeah, and I am gonna have to do the drawing part off camera. But just as like a preface, or like a little preview or insight into what that is, it's literally just like coloring over the certain colored bits so that they're not really a gradient anymore, but more solid colors. So like these darker bits are just all one color instead of just kind of fading into the other one. That's literally just the process. I'm literally just drawing over it, so that those colors are solid instead of fizzled out. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna end. Thinking. Does anybody have any recommendations for raid? Because if not, I'm probably just gonna end stream here. But yeah, I'm very happy with the progress we made today. Let's see. Are you all still on this screen? Yeah, you're still on this screen. But give me a sec. Okay. But yeah, I'm very happy with the progress we made today. With the and I'm glad I was able to tell the story that I could recall from last night. But yeah, this weekend in general was just a mess. Like Friday was like so slow, and then Saturday was so freaking busy, and then yesterday was just a mess. Dash Ducks is a good one. Could you send me the URL, or like just the Twitch name itself, so I can check them out myself before we raid in? Ah, shoot, not ad breaks. Is there any way for me to dismiss ads? Shoot. This was a bad time for ads. I should have seen that and just, like, snoozed them. That's my bad. Yeah. Let's see. Alright. I'm gonna skip this song, actually. No, I'm gonna skip this one, too. Good song, but not right now. Dash Ducks, just Dash Ducks. They're a bunch of cameras of ducks. You know what? Let's check this out together. Let's check this out together. Let me bring it up on Twitch on my end first, and then we'll. It's just ducks. It's ducks. Aw. Dash Ducks, so glad you're here because we want to show you something. Did you know ducks can float? Oh, okay. Did you know we can fly? Sorry. I bet you didn't know we can walk. You are smart. Well, compared to other birds, we are the best. Oh, you knew that too. Oh, that's cute. This is adorable. I'm in Agile. Oh no. Is stream ending? Yeah, stream's ending because I'm in the I'm at the process of doing the pixel art, and I know if I'm gonna stream and do art at the same time, it's gonna short circuit my brain. So that's why I'm ending stream because I wanna work on this. I have the motivation. It's just I don't want to burn my brain out like last time. Do you want announcements for next stream? Ooh, good call, Pink. Are you fine with me saying it? I mean, this is my stream. I haven't made any announcements of it yet, but are you fine with me saying it? Because I know you kind of, I know you kind of made your own announcement. I'm not gonna lie, I did completely forget about that. Hmm. I'm unsure which screen to stay on, so I'm gonna stay on this screen for now. You thinking? You thinking? Thinking? Say it. All right. So, next time I stream, I got the announcement ready. All right. Next time I stream will be Wednesday. It will be 6 let me see, let me double check that. It will be about 6 p.m. EST. Yeah, it'll be 6 p.m. EST. And I will be collabing with Pink, and we will be playing a game together. I will not say the game because Pink has not said the game yet, but Pink and I will be doing a collab on 6 p.m. Okay, you already did Stardew Valley. But yeah, Pink and I will be playing Stardew Valley together on Wednesday. It will be 6 p.m. EST, and it'll be fun. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna be doing some mods and stuff in it, but yeah, I'm very excited for it. I hope y'all will be able to join in. I know it'll be a different time from what I usually do, but I think that'll make it better for certain people to join in. That way Pink's chat can join in, and maybe some of y'all will be able to join in too from my chat. But yeah, I'm excited for that. But yeah, I think I am just gonna end stream. I don't want to raid into Dash Ducks. However, let me get a link for them so that y'all in chat can go and join yourselves. But I don't want to raid into them because I don't know how they work, and it is a very different different genre from what I was just doing. So yeah, if you want to go over to Dash Ducks, I'm gonna just end stream. I'm not gonna raid into them. But yeah, thank you for the recommendation, by the way, Apollo. But yeah, I'm gonna be working on the Gators off stream. I'm gonna make them all good. Oh, that's a good announcement. That's a good announcement, Pink. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in today. We got quite a bit done, to be honest. It's just gonna be the tedious part for me off stream. But yeah, I had quite a bit of fun today. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you here next time. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.